Guys, what the fuck just happened to me, okay?
Okay, you have to watch this video and you'll understand everything else I'm about to say. Because everyone in the comments is like, oh my god, this is like quantum immortality. And I have seen only like a few other videos that have been very similar to these situations. And in those comments, it was like quantum immortality. And so I've like looked into it and stuff. So I just started thinking about it. So quantum immortality is basically like when we die, our consciousness just jumps to another timeline where we survived. So I start thinking, well, what happens to that person that was living in that timeline that you jumped to? Like, there's no way you just like take over this person. So then I start thinking how it's probably a ripple effect, because in her video she talks about how she like looked down at her phone for 1 second and then looked up and had like no idea where she was, and then all of a sudden she was 30 miles away from where she was. So if the car crash actually happened like the people in the comments are saying, I'm thinking that's what would cause a ripple effect of all these timelines to like shoot out of this cause, like the car crash. So I'm thinking a timeline was probably created rather than one that had already been going on. And her consciousness just like jumped to a timeline that just got created. But then I started thinking, if her consciousness jumped to a timeline that just got created, how am I seeing this video? Because in order for me to be seeing this video, she has to be in the reality that I'm in. So if quantum immortality is real, that means her consciousness jumped to our timeline, in our reality. And that wouldn't make any sense because she's already in our reality. So did she just take over the person who was in our reality? Because her consciousness would have jumped, like, I'm assuming, to a parallel universe, meaning everything is the same up until that car crash. The only difference is she just didn't die. So she literally wouldn't know if she was in a parallel universe because everything's gonna be the same. That's insane. I should have gone into physics.